Hey guys, it's Melanie. Today I have a review for you of the Smashbox Drawn In Decked Out Shadow and Highlight Palette Set. This was released from Smashbox, I believe specifically for the holiday time. I picked mine up at Ulta, but it is also available at Sephora and I think also on the Smashbox website. I will link it wherever it's available down below in the description box. So if you would like to read up a little bit more on the reviews that other people have put out, you can do so there, because I think you should always check out a variety of reviews before making a decision, obviously. So what's funny about this particular set is that I actually had this in an anti-haul, and it wasn't until I saw it in person that I really kind of changed my mind and thought this is actually something that I think is worth trying, because you are getting two full-sized eyeshadow palettes in here. Well, full-size for Smashbox, and we'll talk about that in a minute here. And then you're also getting a highlight trio that is a smaller size of one of their larger highlight trios. It's still quite a bit of product, and I'll obviously show you and swatch it and everything here in a minute. But so once I saw it in person and swatched it and compared it to the regular eyeshadows in store, I was able to see that the quality seemed exactly the same while I was swatching it. The fact that you were getting two full-sized eyeshadow palettes plus the travel highlight palette, I thought it was a really good deal. Also at the time I did have a 20% off coupon, so I guess that's worth mentioning. So it brought the price down on this even further. Originally these Smashbox eyeshadow palettes, which I purchased this one as well to be able to compare with it actually going on my eyes. Because I think it's one thing to swatch something with your fingers versus how it wears on the eyes and how it applies and all of that stuff. So I did purchase this one as well. I did pick up the Cover Shop Matte Eye Palette. These on their own retail for $29. So basically for $10 more, you're getting another eyeshadow palette and a travel sized highlight palette. I don't know why I'm brain farting on this for some reason. So it's a good deal. It really truly is. Even if you don't have a 20% off coupon, it's a good deal for what you're getting in here. Now they also give you some stickers, which I'm just going to give to my daughter because I'm not going to deck out my palette. So, but they're cute. However, they're going to go over to Stella now. So let's go ahead and get into the reviews. So I have used the highlighter palette. I'm going to go ahead and start with that. I have used this to just highlight down the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. If you guys watch me regularly, I'm not much of a highlight person, I'll be totally honest. I prefer softer, more subtle highlights. These are very pretty. By the way, the trio that you're getting here actually is the Pearl Spotlight palette. I think there's two different options. So there's Pearl and one other one. I can't remember what the name of it is. But you are getting Turn It On Pearl, Crank It Up Pearl, and Blow a Fuse Pearl. So here they are, and I will swatch these for you guys. They are a firmer pressed highlighter. I put these on my finger to apply them down the bridge of my nose, and then I just kind of blend it out with a clean finger. And I mean, I thought it's a nice enough highlighter, but honestly for me, this is not what's selling me on the palette. I can wear these on my lid, most definitely, and that is probably where I would actually wear these. They are a little bit powdery, but you know, for those of you, can you even see that? For those of you that are highlight people, I feel like you would probably enjoy this. And the consistency felt very similar to the highlighters in store, because I did compare them in store, like I said, with just swatching them. So it's a nice highlight palette. If you didn't need the highlight palette, this would be a great thing to gift to somebody, because once again, sets like this are nice because you can split them up. So if you're purchasing for multiple people, you know, you can give one person maybe like an eyeshadow palette and the highlight palette, and the other person gets the eyeshadow palette, and maybe you buy like a Smashbox lipstick for them or something else. So these are a really great way to get multiple gifts out of one thing. So anyway, this is nice. However, what I wanted most was this particular eyeshadow palette. This is exclusive to the set. And I'm going to give you guys swatches. This is actually what I have on my eyes today. So I used most of the shades from over in this little quad on this side, but I did use this shade right here to line my lash line, and it worked really great. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch the first quad here on my fingers, and then I'll put it on the back of my hands as well. These are really nice, really pigmented. These are the first time that I tried this particular formulation from Smashbox. So let's put that right there. They apply really nicely with a brush, and they also apply nicely with your finger. If you wanted to get a little bit more pigmentation from the shimmer shades on your lid, for example, you can definitely apply them with your fingers that way. Clean off my hands here, and let's do the other one. These are really pretty. This quad is a little bit darker. So there's those. They are a little bit more powdery on the other side, but they apply beautifully on the eyes. These are really pigmented. I think I dug my fingers in there a little bit too much, and you'll have to excuse my hands. They are just a little bit dry. I did just wash them before doing this video, and I never put lotion on my hands or anything when I do swatches because I don't want the payoff or pigment to be distorted in any kind of way. But then you're dealing with my dry hands. So anyway, there's the first quad, and then the second one. This one's actually available by itself if you just wanted to purchase this one. This is the Ablaze one, I believe. Yes, Ablaze. This one is called Sultry, by the way. They also have this, thank you for the person who told me what this was. It's lenticular design, so you can see like some movement when you, it's fun. This palette I have not worn on my eyes yet, but I'm guessing it's going to wear exactly the same. I'll give you guys swatches real quick. So there's the first four, and let's see, I'm gonna have to do these on my arm. This palette I think the vast majority of you guys will love because it's warm shades. So there you go there. And then I'm gonna do the second quad over here. Yeah, this is totally like, this is a very YouTube friendly palette here. So there you go there. I'm just gonna put these on my arm. So there you go. These are beautiful, you guys. What kind of swatching job is this? These are really beautiful, you guys. The texture, the formula, everything about this, I really, really enjoy using these palettes. They're not by far my favorite. I am someone who really likes the Lorac eyeshadow formula, which is a much softer formula. I also really enjoy the Bare Essentials eyeshadow palettes. I think that I personally tend to lean a little bit more towards that type of formulation. These are pressed a little bit more firmly, and you do have to, you know, have some good quality brushes to get the product to apply. I didn't find them to be patchy. I found them to be pretty easy to blend. It just takes a little bit to get the product onto the brush with certain shades. But like I said, they go on beautifully. They stay all day. I do use an eyeshadow primer, so keep that in mind. But I feel like this is a really, really great set. And I can definitely confirm for you guys that on the eyes, this is the exact same formula, because this Cover Shot palette, I've used this twice now, and it applies exactly the same way. The wear is exactly the same. The texture, everything about this limited edition holiday set and this permanent palette, the quality is exactly the same. So I was glad to be able to actually compare them on the eyes. These also have that lenticular design on them as well. So I'm not going to swatch this one. Honestly, these two are pretty, well, they're not super similar. but they have cooler shades, which is what I obviously tend to gravitate towards. So I'm really excited to have these both in my collection, and I'm really going to enjoy using them. Like I said, if you're looking for a gift for someone or for multiple people, you can easily split this up and get, you know, 3 different gifts out of it if you wanted to. But just by itself, I think this would be a wonderful gift for any makeup enthusiast, or, you know, if you have an older niece or something, this would be a great way to introduce them to maybe like a higher end makeup brand if they're used to just wearing drugstore. I think the price point is pretty decent for a holiday gift. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Like I said, I will link everything down below. Go check it out. And I will see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye.